Good morning and welcome to Mission Control Houston and the International Space Station update. On board the space station, the 3 members of the Expedition 34 crew are more than halfway through their day, which began at midnight. This is Ford, Novitsky, and Tarelkin's last full week alone at the space station. The other half of their original crew, Expedition 33, returned to Earth last month, but the second half of their new crew, Expedition 34, are just 1 week away from joining them. Chris Hadfield of the Canadian Space Agency, Tom Marshburn of NASA, and Roman Romanenko of Russia are scheduled to launch into space at 6:12 a.m. Central Time on Wednesday from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan and dock to the International Space Station 1 week from today at 8:12 a.m. Central Time on December 21st. But despite the decrease of numbers in space at the moment, Ford, Tarelkin, and Novitsky have gotten quite a bit done this week. On Monday, Ford did some water sampling for the Medaka experiment, which looks at the effects of living in microgravity and what it does to bones using fish inside the new aquatic habitat in the Kibo laboratory. He also set the station's robotic crew member, Robonaut 2, up for work with its task board. However, some connectivity issues prevented the team here on the ground from completing that task. Tuesday was a day of maintenance as Ford worked with the station's environmental control and life support system, performed an inventory of bags used by the station's minus 80-degree laboratory freezer, and did some analysis of the water produced by the station's water recycling system. It was more robotic work on Wednesday, this time with the Spheres satellites, which he helped turn into robots that, theoretically, can be used to relieve the crew of some of their more mundane tasks by performing surveys of the station's environment. That theory was tested on Wednesday when one of the bowling ball-sized satellites was used to take photographic surveys of the station's interior. Yesterday, Ford focused his activity on the combustion integrated rack, where he was replacing some parts of the multi-user droplet combustion apparatus, which required some preventative maintenance due to expected buildup of combustion byproducts and normal wear on the igniter tips. Ford is going to wrap up the week with more Medaka maintenance and also some work on the In-Space 3 experiment, which looks at fluids that have ellipsoid-shaped particles that can change the physical properties of the fluids in response to magnetic fields.